So first we'll start with like, how strong do you guys think the Gorosei members are in relation to like
Bro, how
what
you
you
power
thought?
scale, bro? Damn. All right.
Time to
Well-
let's power scale some guys now.
Well, we don't need we don't need empirical evidence to have this conversation. We can just go off of feeling and thoughts. That's what I go off of. But like in relation to like the other strongest guys that you thought were in the series, like for example, Dragon, the Admirals. Now that the Gorosei is like, we know that they're strong. Where do you think they are in relation to the rest of those?
Just before they go, I just want to preface to everyone who doesn't know, Braga's been doing a 25-day stream, and the last like 3 days has him been just breaking his brain over power scaling. He has a whole list going down.
The spreadsheet.
Yeah, my spreadsheet.
Yeah, but Braga.
Yeah, wait, what? You have a spreadsheet?
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah, I saw it. Braga had like Rayleigh and Kaido. I was like, what are you doing? You're making yourself even harder for yourself. Like, what are you doing?
And then
Lord.
Like scaling them based on muscle, like power techniques, fucking breaking them down.
If it's not hard, it's not fun, you know?
And then for the other group
That's
of
fair
people,
enough.
if you're not on Twitter or you didn't Anime NYC Summit stream, Cole has quite the take on this question that Zhoniin just said, and I honestly feel like Cole should just go first because it's kind of crazy, and I don't know if everyone else
I didn't see that
agrees.
clip. I did see that clip, but
I did the video on the channel.
I agree with Cole.
Yo, that's right. Okay, do you?
Wait.
No.
What are you guys' opinion on the Gorosei then? Like, do you think they're
So-
strong or weak?
So,
I think they're strong, but the question is how. The real question is, are they stronger than the Admirals? That's the real ultimate question. Like, hey, if Jay wanted to, could Jay kill Kizaru? Could he kill Green Bull? Could he kill Fujitora? That's the real question, because everything kind of stems from there, right?
I
Because
think people are overrating these Gorosei. Hella.
Overrated Gorosei.
They're overrating the Gorosei.
that's the real question.
They're old warriors at one point. They have, I think, unique abilities that we just being introduced to. But just to slap them over the Admirals. Or I think some people are even slapping them over Kaido.
Yeah.
What? No.
Because there's a fundamental question where it's like, okay, if the Gorosei were as strong or even stronger than the Admirals, like if all the Gorosei were able to fight against Big Mom and Kaido comfortably, why the hell were you guys sitting on your ass for like 20, 30 years as the Yonko just ran
you're that
roughshod
strong.
trying to set
Arthritis, dude. They're old.
But my
Old
thing
age,
is,
you
if
know.
you're
No.
that strong, why are you sweating when Crocodile?
No,
is
yeah,
defeated?
stop sweating, bro. Just stop sweating. Stop
Sai
sweating.
loves this.
Yeah,
loves
you have
this.
five
Crocodile, you're
Emperor
like, oh
class
my
dudes
God.
here. Stop sweating. What are you talking
What are we
about?
gonna do? We lost Crocodile.
But then again, they're the same people who wanted to get rid of Gecko Moria. So like, you know, like when it comes to like losing a warlord, it's just like it's like an employee. You know, you don't want to lose your best employee out there.
Kind of reminds me of like the Matrix. Like they want to have the 3 pillars of power, whatever they called it, the Yonko, the warlords, and the world and the Marines. Like they want to keep that intact so that they can have somewhat of a harmony in the world. Because I assume that at any point they could just everyone, right? Well, maybe. How much weight do you guys put on Saturn's feet against Sanji, or what he did to him?
Nothing.
Oh, the stare,
Not
the
much.
penance stare.
Not much.
Why
Not
not?
much at all.
I put more weight on the whole Kizaru's reaction to like Luffy and that fight, and Saturn's dialogue in response saying like, you know, it's expected that you would struggle against Nika, and then Kizaru, you know, you can read into it, but on the baseline he does seem like he's emotionally like upset that he can't he couldn't do more against Nika, and then Saturn's just like, it's fine, you know, and then he's like, it's weird that you lost, but it's also fine because it's Nika. So I feel like
Kizaru's
that to
also
me is an
sandbagging.
interesting point. So and that's reading into the situation, right? If you read into it and you see that Kizaru's sandbagging, which I can see, I'm just saying at face value right now, it looks like Saturn is lil broing Kizaru a little bit and be like, don't worry, lil bro, I got it from
Nah,
here.
he's just
you know
his
what I mean?
boss.
Right. He's
And-
boss,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll agree
Like,
with the boss take.
It
Because
could
normally
be that.
that's his job. Normally his job is to handle business, make sure you capture a few guys, you know. That's what he said. Like, I think he said the line of, this is unusually slow work for you, Kizaru. And Kizaru was like, oh my God, my head.
It's like,
So,
well,
you know, yeah, so
He
kind of
say
feels
it
like
But would he say it like that if he couldn't handle it himself, right? Because then it's implying that he could handle Nika soundly, right? He would, if the boss comes down, little bros you, and it's like, oh, it's the boss thing, but then he gets washed. Then like, what are we reading?
You know
at that
why
point?
he's mainly there though. He's there because of the Seraphim, right? It's like the Seraphim need to be controlled, so that's why he's there.
Yeah,
Is he?
I don't think. I will.
He doesn't mention the Seraphim a single time.
The reason why he's there is because of Kuma.
Yeah, he conveniently ties it to their backstory now.
Yeah.
So.
Right. But I don't know. I didn't read into it like Saturn is coming down and like, yo, I'm gonna take care of things from this point forward. It's kind of
the magic circle, him coming in, announcement: Saint Saturn is making landfall.
Don't look at him.
You don't think that he was? Yeah. Don't look at him, man.
Here's my thing.
Everybody evacuate.
all of that fanfare. If you think Saturn is stronger than Kaido, it makes sense because Jinbei didn't react like this when Kaido pulled up, or Big Mom. And Jinbei reacted like that to Saturn. If you feel like Saturn is stronger than Kaido and Big Mom, then sure. But I don't think so. I think it's just a presence that they're not used to feeling, and Oda is somewhat introducing something new into the story, and so we don't know how to react to it. Even what he did to Sanji, I'm sure it's some trick that he has that we just don't understand it yet.
It's a magic trick.
So you
pulled something out of the hat.
Not for power. I mean, I'll say it's pretty obvious. Definitely. But
so Saturn's like. Jinbei's reacting to like the magic circle. Like he's not like, it's not like because for me it's like a stepping stone of like Jinbei, like with the Kaido situation, yeah, he's not reacting. But with Shanks, he did. He was like, oh, this is formidable, right? But then like the fear of God is actually in Jinbei right now. And I feel like Oda has been doing that where he showed us with Big Mom, Jinbei versus Big Mom. He was able to like look her in the eyes and not fear her. Then there's Kaido. But then when Shanks comes up, it's like, oh wow, that's pretty incredible right there. And now with Saturn here, it's like we got like through Jinbei,
it's
a
not
benchmark.
Like over.
You're kind of glazing it, bro.
It's more sinister.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're kind of glazing it.
It's like a
they
demon.
offer something ominous, but then they keep it pushing. It's like they're not stopping like what they're doing. They just feel something that's like unusually malicious and malice, and then we see that Saturn has energy. And to be fair, I like the theory where it's not necessarily Saturn doing it, but I like the theory where it's Imu controlling Saturn from afar. That's why he says that line of, "Hey, I love that theory. I love that theory, bro, because it makes so much sense."
That theory?
Because it's like, hey, it's been a long time since I've been to the surface world. Wait, but my guy, you on a ship for like weeks. What are you talking about? Like, you've been here for literally like weeks on end to get to Egget Island. So it makes no sense for you to be like, it's been a long time.
Step on land, though.
No, I want to hear that. That's weird.
Wait. So the theory is that Emo.
He's on the boat. He's on the boat, bro.
So Emo is like he's puppet controlling like Saturn.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Like
so the idea is that Emu has the ability to kind of fuse its essence into the Gorosei. So all the Gorosei have like their own powers, but Emu like kind of controls them, puppeteers them, makes them stronger. Let's say that circle that he uses, that's Emu's work. Emu teleports them to various locations. And then I think there was, because Paul, we talked about this actually when we were in New York, or when we were in the city. I think it was it Hidden who had the idea that Jay falls asleep before we see him teleport in. He falls asleep. And that was a Preach. Well, yeah, it was Preach, yeah.
Wait, does he really fall asleep?
It was a meme thing, remember, Sai? It was like before the last panel before he like activated, he's just like this on the very bottom and his like eyes are shaded in. So some people think that like he actually fell asleep and he's like astral projecting.
Oh, like he's like dreaming or something, you know?
Yeah,
it could be like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, right?
That's a crazy
like George Lopez and how he like falls asleep and he's like this big monster.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, you watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Come on, like George Lopez, right?
I don't.
They're too old for Shark Boy and Lava Girl. What do you mean?
Dude, there's no one that doesn't watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl is like
that's a classic.
Our time.
Yeah, I saw it. I just don't remember the plot.
Yeah.
I thought it was
the plot is all about dreaming and imagination. Like
Spy Kids is my time.
The biggest power in Shark Boy and Lava Girl is sleeping with your eyes open.
Yeah, Shark Boy and Lava Girl came out in 2005.
Yeah, but I'm not. We can. We don't need a Cuban date.
How old do you think we are, Par?
But
if it's not a dinosaur, you guys won't know what it is. Apparently, sorry.
So
know about
Saturn
Apologies,
is
girl.
astral projecting himself or something like that.
Some people say astral projecting. Some people think he's sleeping, and like Cole's saying, the remote control. And other people think that like that was just a meme, right? There's 3 camps. I don't even know which camp makes the most sense. I'm just for whenever somebody gives more power to Emu, like controlling all of the Gorosei and buffing them, I'm like, what are we doing giving Emu that level of insanity, right? Before even the are we gonna make it 5 puppets and Emu's like just that absurd? Like, I don't know. It's just wild.
Emu
I
could
feel
be
like
the final villain of the story. Yeah, it's very possible, bro.
it could be, but controlling the 5 Gorosei remotely.
Then why again, like, because the Saturn line is a very important line, and I don't want to hear, oh, he touched land, he touched grass for the first time, and like no, bro.
I mean,
like,
he kind of did though, right? Like he's on the
No.
red line. It's like rocky crags, mountains, and shit.
There's trees. There's trees where he's at, bro. Stop.
I mean, but it's high up though. It's the
But
altitude, bro.
they look at Mary Joie as like
It's
they're
a
in
holy
heaven,
land.
you know.
Yeah, it's a different
that's
realm. They
not-
call it lower realm and upper realm. They call it different
that's
realms.
not-
It's like right now he's mingling with the poor, right? Like
Right.
he's on Egghead Island. He's got the fodder around
Talking
him.
to the peons.
He's on the ship. So
The
in
riff
chapter,
raff.
I got it. So because my chat's on me out here real quick. So in chapter 1093, at the end of that chapter, his eyes are shut or like kind of closed, essentially. And then next time we see him open, we have like that silhouette figure in chapter 1094. His eyes kind of activate, and then he's like, like there's a warning. Gorosei Saturn is touching down. Nani Bakana, and then we just go from there. Yeah. So, but I mean, like look, like
Okay.
again, like they could be strong, but you just have to wonder, like how, like would it surprise me if someone like Crocodile could beat Gorosei Saturn in a one-on fight? It wouldn't surprise me. Honestly.
Crocodile beating
Wow.
a Gorosei member 1v1 is kind of
It wouldn't
crazy.
surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Wait, so you're
Okay.
under the impression that Crocodile is now that strong? Like off screen, he's just somehow progressed like the rest of the power creep as well?
Because Oda kind of glazes him up. I mean, because he has a bounty higher than King the Wildfire and Marco and
does.
Boa Hancock. It's like, yo,
I'm
maybe
on board.
Crocodile is that guy now. So
I love
yeah,
Crocodile,
like, maybe he is that
especially
guy.
in the movies. Like in Stampede, he was amazing. I loved his little
Yeah,
bromance
he was
that
cool
he
as
had
hell.
with Luffy.
Yeah.
I don't think Crocodile can beat a Gorosei. I think that one's kind of too. I think Crocodile can take a Holy Knight, but not a Gorosei though. I feel like that's reserved for the Yonko and Admirals.
Oh,
I
The
agree.
Holy Knights got a lot of gas.
Holy
for sure
Knights.
by Dragon, but not the Gorosei. So
But
the Holy Knights
I
could be
the Holy Knights have
probably
no aura
stronger.
though.
yeah, the Holy Knights are going to be pretty
I think
pretty
they're
damn
probably stronger
good.
than a Gorosei.
You think the Holy Knight's stronger than the Gorosei?
Wait, you don't think Figarland? Wait, hold on. But this is crazy though, because we have the biggest Shanks glazer here, and Figarland is his dad, right? Or his father, grandfather, whatever. So you think Shanks is just one of a kind, and like Figarland isn't also a
Let me
hockey
ask
god?
you guys about this,
Why not
because
shake his
at this
hand?
point, looking at the Celestial Dragons, could they just all be special?
Yeah.
Define special,
Because
like
look
special.
at
Like
where
inbred?
Bonnie was
Unique
beating grown
abilities.
men as a kid. He's beating grown men,
Uh-huh.
right? And we see what Shanks is. We see what Figarland Garling is. Saw what Doflamingo was.
Okay.
Could it just be special? And then Charlos,
So, like,
I mean,
Mosgard, yeah.
he's a tank. You know what I mean? So
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Sign up for League of Legends.
you
crazy.
know, are they just special? I don't know.
I think
I
some
could
of them
see it,
are
like, them
because
being-
you see like Charlos, and then you see like Figureland, or
Why
so-
is he alive? Right? Yeah.
So I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised
so-
if like it's all prodigies up there.
What if? Because I think it's a really cool idea where they probably do have some sort of longevity, eternal life of some kind. Maybe they have some like whatever's going on with them, because they look the same like 30, 40 years ago in that flashback with God Valley, where we see Saturn, we see Kuma at God Valley. It looks the exact same. So the idea in my mind is that they could have some sort of gimmick power where they have this sort of long life, and that makes them very like impervious to damage. But once you get past that gimmick, you got him, essentially. But you have to get past the gimmick first.
I could see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's just you got to figure it out.
It's
They're all
also
gimmick fights.
like what you're saying is like Logias. Logias were insane, and then you learn armament hockey,
But
and then
also,
you're good.
we got to consider the
Right.
fact that what Saturn is could be just an extension of Emu, where
Back
not
to the
Emu necessarily
manipulation.
controlling Saturn, but like what you're feeling is Emu's power, and not necessarily just all Saturn.
Right,
I agree with that.
That's why it's so ominous, because it's Emu
Yeah.
plus Saturn. Yeah.
Like it's
I-
Emu's blessing. It's
Yeah.
Emu's like
Yeah.
it's like Emu's devil fruit they're sharing with Saturn or
Because
something.
we don't know what they are yet. You know what I mean?
I agree
Like,
with that. Like I can see Emu giving a blessing, but I feel like okay, like to paint the picture, I also believe that like at the moment I feel like yeah, Kaido on Egghead versus Saturn, it's Kaido. Like I feel that like very confidently. But do you guys feel that right now like Emu's controlling Saturn and what we're seeing is Emu's buff, or do you think it's like a situation where Kaido beats Saturn but then Emu buffs Saturn and now Saturn beats Kaido? Is it something like that, or is it just straight out in every regard this Gorosei is weaker than Kaido?
I'm gonna
I
probably
think-
say the latter.
Yeah, I think Kaido's always gonna beat Saturn, but I don't think Saturn's gonna be a pushover though, right? Like he's not gonna like exactly fall over and die in a retirement home.
somebody's
I
saying
think
in my
I
chat
think
that
they'll give
Saturn
him a
is
good
basically
fight.
Jack.
Yo.
No,
Let's
that's
go.
We talked
see,
about
Jack
this. We
is
said
that's slander right there. Calling
Okay,
him
but
Jack.
here's the
I think
reality.
Jack gets unnecessary slander. He's not even that bad.
He's not.
okay, he's not that bad, but the reality is the way Shonen goes, is it the world where Saturn's the weakest Gorosei?
More than likely.
Jack's not gonna even beat Cracker, to be honest, dude.
I don't think. I mean, if we had to guess and we had to put our money on one of the Gorosei, it wouldn't be Saturn for me.
Be the strongest one? No. Probably
to be the strongest. No.
To be the
It's
name.
either
Yeah.
it's either Sanji's dad or Gandhi.
No, dude, it's
Yeah,
gotta be the
man.
fat one.
I think yeah.
No,
I think
it's
he's fat, short guy, Timon.
it's
I think it's in the name.
Sanji's dad,
Timon.
yeah.
Samurai
I
Guy.
think it's gonna be Warcurry.
He has Shodai Kitetsu. He has to be, and he's going
Yeah,
to
he's
fight
strong.
Zoro.
He at
has
least had
to
something
be.
showing that he's strong.
But they all have guns though, right? Like we gotta,
Well, that's true.
Except for
Yeah,
him,
like,
yeah.
come
But
on.
But also,
Well, what
I'm
does
saying
that sword to a gun?
all of
Hey,
that.
Shanks has a
Usopp
gun.
beats all of them.
Sanji's dad is also the youngest there, so he might still be in his physical prime.
But then also, like, when it comes to like the swordsman, like the guy, he's like what, like the god of a finance? Finance? I mean, the finance guy, the money dude ain't gonna be top one. Come on, bro.
Maybe he's a
Wait,
bounty
mo-
hunter though. Maybe that's why he's the finance guy. He's over here
Yeah, wait,
catching heads.
Hey, Cole, money is the root of all evil, so that may
I
amplify
don't
his
want to hear that.
powers.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Bro, Emu
I mean,
is the
and
real
he's
evil
bald,
of
so he has,
Beast
like,
Bro,
pent-up
Emu
rage,
is.
dude.
Don't give me that.
Technically, he's the power scaler, right? Because he's putting the bounties on the people to keep the finance. So he's
Or he's
got-
stealing
He's
money.
he's
He's
actually know how
The
strong
lucky
everyone
star
is.
Taylor.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked at
Also-
Roger, said, $5 bill.
Don't
Let me
sleep.
But
how-
remember what
I
they
don't
said
know.
about remember how, like what they said about when Luffy got the Gear 5? I think it was Saturn. Like, yo, was it a good idea to make Kaido mad? I'm like, yo, like this is a sign. Like they don't want to make Kaido mad. Making
That
Kaido
was
mad
a
is a
young
bad
guy.
idea.
No,
Bro.
that's politics, dude. It's like losing a Yonko
For a
like, you know.
reason. Every time
Kaido's
losing a
been
Yonko-
sleeping on Wano for
every
20 years. He
time-
hasn't done anything.
But the problem is that if they make Kaido upset, they can incur his wrath. That's the
But
idea.
also, they have
Every
like
time.
backroom deals with Kaido.